Morning. Heading out to do another leaf removal today. This customer, I used to have her as a mowing customer, but there was something about her grass type that my equipment just did not agree with. I would be as gentle as I could, and something about her grass type, every time I would mow it, the next day, the grass would be all brown where I mowed, and I thought maybe that was like frost damage, but it would even happen without the frost. I would be real gentle. I wasn't tearing stuff up when I was turning. The property is all pretty much a hill, and we just kind of have made a mutual decision to say, yeah, we'll just have to drop you off of the mowing schedule and you'll have to do it yourself, or find a company who push mows, because I don't push mow. I don't keep a push mower on the trailer anymore. And if the lawn requires a push mower, I'm not doing it. You can find somebody else. But she still uses me for leaf removals. I've still done her leaf removals for the past few years. And she ends up getting 2 leaf removals. So this is just the first one of the season. Some of the leaves have come down, go through, blow them all out of the beds, get them picked up, and then later on in the season she'll have me come do another one. So let's get this one done, go make some money. So with this yard, and as most yards, I do what I call the bulk pass first. And I'll start off with using the machine to just get everything that's out in the open, and then I'll go back and I'll blow everything away from the fence lines, away from the edges, away from the house, blow off the deck, and then I'll do what I call the detail pass after that. So start off with just grabbing everything that's already out in the open, gets the bulk of it. Then you go back and blow everything back into the middle. Sometimes there's leaves that are stuck down in the grass. I'll go back and forth and I'll blow the whole yard. That way it brings the leaves up out of the grass to the surface. And then I'll just go back and I'll do what I call the detail pass. So what you see me doing right now, this is the detail pass. I'm just getting everything off of the deck that you see off to the right there, and blowing everything away from the edges. Back where I am right now, there's a big hill that has a retaining wall in front of it, and then there's some trees and branches and stuff on sticks on the hill. So I just blow everything out of that into that section that's over there. And then this customer, she said that section that I'm blowing right there has a bunch of fresh topsoil because we had a storm come through during the summer. And she didn't want me to just blast all that topsoil into the yard, so I took it easy there. This whole section that I'm doing right now, that is all landscaped area in the back of the backyard, where she's got rocks and benches and flowers and mulch beds and all kinds of crap down there. A lot of the leaves will settle down in that section to where they just get real thick. They blow up against a fence that's down there. There's a drainage ditch. But luckily today everything was pretty dry, and so the leaves moved pretty easy. Usually it takes me quite a while to get all the leaves out of there. And then so they were all stacked up right on the edge, so I went ahead and just started kind of trying to spread them out so it wasn't too deep of a pile for the machine to get through. Now this area over here, this is the bottom of the hill that I just blew off, and you can't really tell from the camera angle, but these leaves are very deep over in this section, and that's why you saw me going back and forth, making real short passes. I was just trying to be able to suck up the leaves through the mower deck, but the piles were so tall that it wasn't really getting anywhere. So what I did was I just disconnected the hose from the mower deck adapter and just started raking everything in If you take it's a 10-inch hose, so if you just disconnect it and you rake everything to it, it sucks it up just like any other debris loader. And that's what I do for the areas that are just so thick that you can't really get the mower over top of them, and it's just quicker to rake them up than it is to try to run them over. And then that right there was just going over and doing kind of a final detail clean. I got most of them by raking it up, and then just went ahead and blew the rest of them into a pile and went over it again. These leaves over here, once again, you can't really tell from the camera angle, but these piles were pretty deep as well. That's why I spread it out, and even after spreading it out, it was still pretty high, and I had to go over it multiple times to be able to actually get them all sucked up into the machine. It's kind of like doing a second bulk pass. There were so many leaves that were sitting there. You can see this machine is awesome at sucking up the leaves, but it can be quite dusty. Luckily, all of these leaves were nice and dry. They moved real easy, and when they're real dry, they'll break down into nothing as you're sucking them up and getting them all chopped up. But it does create a lot of dust. So I always have to go through afterwards. There was a lot of dust that was left onto the truck, and I had to blow off the walkways and the driveway. I even went to the neighbors' houses and I blew the dust off of their cars because it throws dust all over the place. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. This area is just a little fenced-in dog area that she has, so I was trying to blow it out of the mulch beds and the rock beds without just completely destroying it, but it went pretty easy. I can't fit the cyclone rake in this section because it's fenced off. So what I do is I just blow everything up to the fence, and then with the extension hoses that are on the cyclone rake, they're two hoses that are 17 feet long. So what I'm able to do is I just blow it up to the fence, and then I throw the extension hoses on, and I toss the hose over the fence, and I'm able to suck it up really easily. Well, the battery is running low, so I've got to cut this off. I'm going to keep working. It'll be good.